Okay, hello. Um, in this video, I'm just going to be giving you my take on what's going on with Bitcoin at the moment, what I see happening in the next few weeks, months, and possibly years. So, if we start here on the monthly, as you can see, it was blatantly obvious that Bitcoin was going to fall. As you can see here, we had a doji candlestick close in the monthly. Obviously, with the hype surrounding it, not many people would have thought that it could have crashed this much. But as you can see, we did have, we had a higher high, high low, higher high, high low, higher high, high low, higher high, and then price came and broke this higher low. This should have been an indication that we were going to enter a downtrend. So price did something, a typical textbook higher high, high low setup. This broke the low, came back up, down, down, down. So now I believe it will continue, and it'll be time to look for buys once we get a break of this high. Wait for it to dip and fly off. However, from what I can see, I think we will continue falling. As you can see, I feel like short-term support falls at, I mean, you could say 28, 29k, but for me, I've got my zone at 26,500. If you would want to catch any big moves, any sort of rebounds on any altcoins, you might want to have buy limits around this area. But on the bigger picture, I feel like there's very, very, very strong resistance at the 18,000 mark. As you can see here, it'd be retesting the previous highs of 2017. We have a trend line that Bitcoin tends to heavily respect, which also lines up with the 17.5 to 18,500. And not only that, if we shift to a indicator that we've been looking at recently, which is not really an indicator, it's a logarithmic scale of Bitcoin's moves to the upside. As you can see, if I make this clearer, on a logarithmic scale, Bitcoin has been accurately following this model since it began trading. As you can see, it's found support at this level once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In March of 2020, when the lockdown stuff happened, we did have a breach, but it quickly came back and thingy. And if we look where we are now, this log curve, it aligns up pretty much at the 17 to 20,000 level. So that's why I believe there is very, very strong support at that level. If we go back to regular, turn this off. However, I personally think that we could drop even lower, and if we don't, I think what will happen is something similar to this. Continue falling, we'll have a dead cat bounce, a strong bounce, possibly back up to the 30 level areas, get people excited again, and then we continue falling down. Where I see it heading down to, if we do break past this structure, is 10,000. This level of support here, 10,000, also being a psychological number. And not only that, but I can also see us dropping even lower, maybe 2 or 3 days below the 10,000 level, possibly all the way down to mitigate some imbalances that happened previously around this level and possibly even around here, spot level here. I'll try to draw a trend line. I might just leave the trend line for now. I had it marked on before, but as you can see, it's not looking very bullish for Bitcoin at the moment. However, this is an excellent opportunity to be investing if we do go down to these levels. For me personally, I'm looking to heavily invest in XRP because when Bitcoin tends to drop, the altcoins follow with more volatility. So I reckon by the time Bitcoin reaches 17k, we should be at the 40 cent level, should be at this level. And by the time Bitcoin reaches if it does reach the 10k mark, we should be at the 20 cent level, and I think XRP should stabilize by then. What I believe will happen, as you can see, I've written here the positives and negatives of XRP. Obviously, as you can see, it's an excellent medium for transfer in terms of banks and the sort. However, they're in the middle of a SEC court case where they've been accused of being a security. So obviously that is a risk to the coin. However, if this does play out and Bitcoin does continue falling, XRP continues falling, I would be loading up heavily on XRP if we hit the 20 to 30 cent range, possibly even the 15 cent range, where I do believe that institutions will use XRP as almost a pump and dump, and once they do beat their SEC case, I feel as though it will go parabolic. First target would be all-time highs, $3, and my second target $5, and third target $10. But if it does reach these levels, I'll probably sell at $9. Very optimistic, but very likely, since all the money will have flown out of Bitcoin, and institutions will be looking for other methods to make money. So yes, that's my breakdown of Bitcoin and cryptos in general. Let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting few months.